Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my beautiful people. So, in this video, I'll be sharing with you how to use FlashScore app to do your football analysis. How to use FlashScore to do your football analysis. You can use it to do any other analysis, but on this video, I'll be talking about how to use your FlashScore app to be doing football analysis. I'm not going to be talking about other analysis apart from football. So things that I'll be discovering or I'll be covering in it is like how to check for their head-to-head, how to get their their next games that they'll be playing after the game that you are to bet on, the next game that they'll be playing, and their head-to-head, and things that you should check out for when you are to bet on them. So I'm going to be walking you through all that. Just a quick recap. So I'll be talking about how to get, be talking about their head-to-head, how to utilize their head-to-head, the number of games that you need to check out for when you are looking for their head-to-head. And the second thing that I will talk about is you look for their games, the games that they played. You look for the games that they play before they will be playing that particular game, and also where to find their the games that they'll be playing after they play that particular game. So this time, when you know all this, you don't need website. When you know all this, you don't need website to do or any other thing. You can use your FlashScore app to do all the analysis. So I'll be walking you through all that. So make sure you stay with me from beginning to the end. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel and follow me along so that we can all achieve the same goal. So our goal is to make money on sport betting. So let's all make money on sport betting. Join the community and let's make money on sport betting. So first of all, let me get a game to analyze it for you guys. So let's say I have this place, Champions League qualification, which I click on Braga vs Panathinaikos. So I click on them to open. If I click on them to open, the first thing that I will see is their odd. I'll see the odd, and mostly we are not interested in the odd. We are not interested in the odd because the bookmakers, they can do anything, so we are not interested in that. The first thing that we are interested in is to come to their lineup to see if their key players. So we want to see if their key players are starting the game. That's what we want to see first. So if I click on this particular number 21, I can see that he's always a starter. So he's always a starter. So if I click and I see he's a starter, that means that's one of them, the main players. So if I click on the number 11 for the home, that's Braga. If I click to open, I will see he's always playing 90 first half. He's always playing first half, and he's also part, and he's also a good scorer. So I check. That's the second thing that I need to check there. And I will check for the other one. So I will check them all like this. That's how you check them. Please, it's just like a blueprint that I'm giving you guys. Please just do me a favor to subscribe to the channel, because I'm just pouring everything that you need to know about sport betting so that you can take it to the next level. So after you have gotten all that, so I'm not going to work all this, because if I'm to work all this, it will take a lot of time. All what I'll tell you is that when you are doing the analysis, you need to try and go through each and every player to make sure that they are starting with their first 11. So that's, if you check the home team, you need to check and be sure that the home team is starting their first 11. And you do the same to the away team to see if they are having their first 11. And you move down further to see their substitute. You know, some substitutes are there when immediately they enter the game, they normally change the game. You also check, did they always a substitute? You need to check all those who are substitute in that game. You need to also check to be sure if they are always also a substitute. So when you find out that they are also always a substitute, that's a good thing. You need to weigh the teams to be sure which team is the strongest, and to weigh the team to be sure which team is the strongest, you come to their head to head. And when you come to their head-to-head, you look for the home team, their last matches. When you look for the home team, their last matches, you can see their last 5 matches. You can see they lost only once, and they win the 4 of them. And you come to the away team, they lost 2, they drew 1. So this one, they didn't play any game with each other, so no head-to-head. But a teams that play with each other, you see their head-to-head here. You see games listed down here. So don't worry, if I go back and I'll get a game to show you guys a demonstration of how it will appear. So after you see all that, you don't need to limit yourself here. Click to open more. So when you click on see more or show more, you count for their last 10 games for each game. Like each team, their last 10 games, you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So when you check for their last 10 games, look for the number of times that they drew. Okay, this one he drew 1 and he lose 1 for their last 10 games. And when you move for the away team, you also do same. You click on to open the away team, and you also check their last 10 games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You also check for their last 10 games and check how many did they lose. They lose 2 and they drew 2 and they win the rest. That means they won 6, they drew 2 and they lost 2. So if you check, the home team is actually good than the away team. That's the fact for now. But you don't need to conclude it here. Please don't. You don't need to conclude it here. You see here, most of you don't check here. This place, you can see home. You can see home. They are talking about the home team. So when you click here, you see that when the home team is playing at home, what is always his performance. So when you click to open there, you can see. When you click to open there, you can click on to see more, and you also check for their last 10 games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So after you check for their last 10 games, you can see the home team lost 2 and drew 1. It lost 2 and drew 1 and won 7. So you do the same for the away team. You come here. Please, I'm just giving you guys, I don't know how to even say. I'm just giving you guys, this one is just like a full blueprint that I'm just giving you guys. So you also click here to open the away team. When the away team is playing at away, what is always his performance. So, and to check that, you need to open for their last 10 games. So you click here, you can check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10, and the away team, he drew 1 and he lost 2 and won 7. That's almost the same as the home team. So they are all good as it is for now. But we want to now do more comparison. Look at the teams that they met. That's the next thing that you need to look out for. Look for the teams that they met when they were playing, that they met and they lost. That's the next thing that you need to look out for. So when you look out for the teams that they met when they were playing, you click on them. So I just want to use this one, they lost with this one. You click and go to their head-to-head with that team to see if they ever play a game. So if they never play a game before, you can see. So he used to win the game, the team, but not all time. He used to win the other team, but not all that time. But he won that particular team by 1 goal, which is not a big distance. So you were supposed to also check all that. And after you check that, the next thing that you need to check out for is to go to their news. You need to check for their news. You need to check for news. So when you check for news, they will give you predictions. Like they will also give you their prediction about that particular game. They will give you their prediction. You can check it here. So after you check their prediction, you will now decide on which one to go about. So after you decide on which one to go about, you can now take a final decision on how to place your bet. That's how you can go about it.